Yo, yo, yo. What up, everybody? Happy Mushy Moonday. What up, Calvin? What up, Durs? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone else out there listening afterwards is doing well as well. Last couple days here of the Year of the Dragon, and we're kind of transitioning here into some new energy, and I'm feeling it pretty strong. I don't know about you guys, but my soul is guiding me in a certain direction, and yeah, I don't know. This year is just going to be really powerful. So, gonna spit some thoughts here today. I might kind of keep it short and sweet, kind of just spit my thoughts and just kind of leave it at that. We'll see who kind of shows up. If any of you guys want to come up and speak, you're more than welcome to still. Don't be shy. Um, I might just rant and just kind of yeah, just kind of preach to you guys or however you want to call it or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like I need to just talk about what's kind of coming up here. Oh, there's Lemon. I was waiting for Lemon. Oh, what up, Lemon? How you doing, bro?
Pretty good, dude. Pretty good.
Nice, nice. Nice. Yeah, I was just kind of letting the peeps know I'm gonna do a little spiel here soon with the whole year of the snake coming and this transition of energy and whatnot. And I was just kind of waiting for you and for a few more people to kind of come in here before I kind of start talking about it. Oh, yo, what up, Dylan? How are you doing, bud?
Doing good. I'm testing out the microphone on desktop this time.
I hear you loud and clear.
Is it well, that's good. I was going to ask if it was clear, but you already confirmed that.
Sounds maybe like it's slightly muffled or something. Not like muffled, but like not like crisp, I guess. But I can hear you loud and clear. It's fine. So don't worry about it really. And then
Okay.
what up, Calvin? I see you came up to speak as well. How are you doing, sir? Oh, I don't know if I can hear you on my phone here.
Negative. I cannot hear him.
Oh, okay. You might need to just jump down and then come back, Calvin. We'll get you back up here. But yeah, I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you guys have been feeling anything, any intuitive pull or anything with this new moon and new energy that's coming, but I definitely have. I know like when the year started, like the 2025 started, the day of the new year, I started feeling like a big shift and I started feeling different energy already. But it felt better energy for me. Like all of a sudden things kind of opened up or something. I don't know. And then now, kind of moving closer to the snake year, my soul is like telling me things. And basically, I feel like this year, I don't know if it's every snake year, but this year, because it's a 9 year, like 2025, like 2 + 2 + 5 is 9. And then 9 is an ending number. And so this year is about endings, right? And like we're in crypto or whatever. I've been saying that this year is going to be the end of the market or this bull run. And we all can agree with that and blah, blah, blah. That's one aspect of it. But we're not here just for crypto. We're here for life and knowledge and to become infinite totally, not just with money wise. And to me, this I was thinking about it and how a snake like sheds its skin, right? Like snakes shed their skin a lot. So to me, this year is like very symbolic of you needing to shed your skin and change and like evolve into like the higher version of you or whatever. Like it's the 9 years, so you gotta cut out any like bullshit in your life that you know is bad for you. Like if you're smoking weed or whatever, for me, for person, like today's the last day I'm fucking smoking weed this entire year. Like I don't care. I've been smoking weed for the last couple months or whatever, and it's been slowing me down, and I haven't like been totally locked in, and I've missed a few stupid opportunities to make like ridiculous money because of it. So that's like one for me personally. Like none of us need to be smoking weed. It's literally in the word weed. If you have weeds in your garden, are you keeping them in your garden? No, you're getting them the fuck out of there. So it's not good for you. And it's called cannabis as well. Like abyss, like it puts you into a fucking abyss or whatever. Like it's just not a good energy at all. even though it seems all lovey-dovey and nice and ooh, yeah, whatever, it's everything in moderation, whatever, time and place, some friends, have some fun, but it always gets to a point where you're doing it every day too much and it doesn't even benefit you anymore. So I don't know. I just started ranting about weed, but that's one huge thing anybody should cut out. And then whatever else, like we're all on our own journeys. We all got our own different issues and things we got to work on and whatnot. You got to just think about your life. Like, what else is something bad habits or whatever that you've been thinking about for like years or whatever that you kind of want to cut out or just something you like, you know what I mean? Like, all of you probably are thinking about something right now that you could easily like change, in this year. And this is the point of this year is like we all need to fucking let go of the past and the bullshit, and we all have to start over. If you don't, you're gonna be like my tweet today. You're just gonna be stuck eating your own tail, like the snake eats its own tail over and over and over again. And you're gonna start the next cycle. Excuse me. You're going to start the next cycle like how this is a 9 year. Next year is going to be a 1 year. So the cycle starts all over again. And if you don't change yourself this year, you're going to start the whole next 1 to 9 cycle and you're going to be the same person again, basically. There'll be slight differences, but nothing's going to fucking change in your life, basically, because you're just going to be, you're going to be adopting the same code that you had this whole cycle, if that makes sense. Like, you're not going to change anything. You're just going to be like, yeah, okay, I accept that. I'll just run with the same code again. But now we have like an opportunity here this year to like reprogram our code. And like if you want to fucking change your life and do something different, this is a fucking year to just go do it. Like just go fucking take a chance, take a risk or whatever and just go change something because in the end it'll benefit you even if in the moment this year, even if you do something that might be kind of shitty or scary or for 2 months, it might hurt you or something, and then 2 years later down the line, you'll be like, "Wow, I'm so glad I took that risk that year when Wookie told me to go fucking do this or whatever." Because because if you don't take this risk, you're gonna be stuck in the same fucking loop that you are right now, like, every other year, so, I don't know, like, I'm, like I have so much fucking energy right now, like, I'm not even speaking right now, like, the universe is speaking through me right now, and like I feel so strongly about this year. It's crazy. And I'm going through a lot of changes. And I want you guys to all go through the changes too. And that's the whole point of the mushies as well. We minted on the fifth day of the year for a reason because five is the number of change. It's in the middle. I'm a five life path, like in the middle between 1 and 9. It's all about balance and everything. And there's just a lot to go on to talk about here. Oh, Calvin wants to come back though. But I need a little breath here. So if anybody has anything to add on to this or wants to contribute, you're more than welcome to. What up, Calvin?
Yo, yo, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Fantastic, man. How are you? I can hear you
Oh,
now.
okay, perfect, bro. Honestly, you are spitting fucking fire, bro. You have no idea how happy I was to just hear everything you said. And it's a lot of things that I've been thinking too, and it's kind of crazy because ever since I watched, I think I told you about, I don't know if you've seen it, but that it's a show called Dark on Netflix. And if you look at like the deeper side of it, that's exactly the meaning of it. It's like everything repeats itself, and you're always trying to change it, but you don't find the origin, and you gotta try to find the origin to actually make the change. And bro, you just spit fucking fire. Like I felt everything you just fucking said, and I'm like you, bro. I'm ready to fucking change this year, change old bad habits that we gotta get rid of, and just fucking start crushing it this year, brother.
Yes, sir. Let's fucking go, man. I'm glad you guys are resonating with it. I know I'm not alone, and I know I had to fucking come on here and just start spitting this stuff out. And even I'm gonna post this after on YouTube, this podcast specifically. Like we don't have a graphic, it's almost ready. We want to start posting these on YouTube as well, but I just want people to fucking hear this and hear this message because I think it's really important this year. And like the Chinese New Year happens on a new moon, new energy. It's like a whole fucking energy shift that's like people don't really realize that how powerful it is. People only think about um the new year, like January 1st, which is a fake new year anyways. The earth, like spring is the beginning of life, not in the middle of winter. So that's bullshit anyways. And then you always think of your birthday as well as like a change of energy, but the Chinese New Year is pretty big as well. And this snake, um, the snake symbolizes like wisdom and knowledge and like spiritualism and the kundalini like energy and all of that, right? So that's like just straight up like spiritual knowledge, and spiritual knowledge is like letting go of bullshit material stuff and like becoming infinite and not like, be what am I trying to say here, like not being attached to anything basically. So it's like snake is like this kind of spiritual woo kind of energy, and if you don't change and kind of ride with it and like let go and open yourself to new like energy. I don't know how to describe it. It's like we're it sounds so cliche or whatever, but like a new age spiritual woo woo or whatever, but it's like we're being upgraded or something. You can think about like anybody who's listening in this call right now, like we're special, like we're like one of a kind or whatever. Like you're here for a reason. And so like since we're like higher vibrational beings more than others, let's say, we can like receive information from consciousness or whatever easier than others. And let's just say if the snake is like this spiritual symbol and we're this like a perfect timing with the 9 year and like shedding the skin and all this changes and all this stuff. To me, my soul is telling me this is like a huge, huge, huge catalyst year for like anybody who will advance to the next dimension or whatever the fuck. I don't like I could be talking total bullshit right now, but maybe you can kind of piece together my words and still understand what my like general message is. Like I could be totally wrong on the details obviously, but just like what my perspective and my train of thought is right now is kind of what I'm trying to get across. But yeah, it just feels like a like super important fucking year, and like we should all just take it super seriously. And yeah, like even like a couple weeks ago, I was not feeling this like passionate and energetic about this new year, but now like this it right when it's like coming up, like my whole body's like vibrating like crazy. Like you fucking have to change. Like fucking listen. Like listen. So that's why I'm fucking like shaking you right now. Like listen to me. Like stop fucking doing this bullshit. Like change. Otherwise, you're never gonna fucking change. You're gonna be stuck there forever. So yeah. Anyway, Seabrooks came up here too, so I want to say hi to you. What's up, buddy? How are you doing?
Oh, what's your opinion on the rat and the snake here?
The rat and the snake here.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think they're pretty neutral, aren't they?
yeah, I think
That's
so.
actually that's actually another point I want to make too. You bring up the Chinese astrology, and personally, I'm a pig, and Gary is always preaching out this like fucking negative, scary stuff, like oh, enemy year, like don't do
I don't
anything in your enemy year. Oh no, don't
I
pigs are
don't think
gonna get.
that's true
I know that's what I'm trying to get to here.
because
Like
I got arrested in the dragon year being a rat, but I mean it's coming back to being not an arrest though. I mean it's gonna be innocent because I got the evidence and everything.
interesting, yeah. So it's just like good. So like okay, you got arrested, which is bad, obviously, but it
I
still
mean
worked out
the arrest
fine.
was
So
DWI, but there was no alcohol in my system.
oh, what the heck?
Yeah, exactly.
Weird.
In
But
my
yeah,
what's it called? My friend year, my supposedly friend year.
yeah. I mean, well, technically, it went out. It went okay for you, and you didn't like. Sure, it technically arrested, but like nothing bad happened actually. Like,
Yeah,
so
I
it's like
spent one
still
night in jail
friendly,
though,
I
but
guess.
yeah, it's
I
horrible,
know,
but it wouldn't
I
go
know, I
back.
know. Of course, of course.
I just
I
think
was gonna
how
say,
it was just funny how like they did that with like no evidence or anything, no judgment.
Matrix works in mysterious ways. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna say something, Dylan?
Yeah, I was going to ask him if he knew if he was in a 4 personal year or a 4 personal month when that happened.
So I'm actually I have a 4 in my year, or my not my year, but my days equal a 4, so 13.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The 4 and the
13,
police
yeah.
energy. Yeah.
And it was on a full moon on the 14th.
Interesting. On a full moon, they just randomly pull you over?
I mean, it was raining and I was in the left lane, and so basically the probable cause was staying in the left lane too long.
What the heck? You can't drive in the left lane there?
Yeah, it's Texas
Bro,
highways, unfortunately.
you're the first person I've ever heard get arrested for driving on the left lane. I'm always fighting and I'm always wishing I had a sign so I could tell people get the fuck out of the left lane because you're slow. I've never seen somebody get arrested for driving on the left lane
Well, the thing
before.
is, they need the blood, and so the only way they get the blood is I have to get arrested for them to get the blood, and the blood basically tells you.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know too much about the subject, but I wouldn't say like maybe if it's your year or not, it doesn't mean that nothing bad is gonna ever happen. I guess it just means that things will turn out well at the end. It won't be too bad.
Yeah, going back on topic, like with the Chinese stuff we were talking about here, like Gary always pushes this thing where your opposite sign is your negative, like enemy sign. He always uses this term enemy sign, which I fucking hate, like because it just doesn't resonate with me. It's just the opposite sign. Like that's just a better way to say it. It's like a yin and your yang. Like it's not your enemy or anything. You're just supposed to learn from your other side because it's like your shadow self you can think about. It's like your opposite half. Your yin and the yang. There's the light and the dark. There's like your dark side and your light side or whatever. And so, anyways, like I'm a pig, and apparently the snake year is going to be terrible for pigs. Gary's saying the snake year is terrible. All the pigs are going to get slaughtered. Blah 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 blah. Don't do anything. Lay low. He always says, don't do anything. Like don't do anything serious. Meanwhile, my soul is literally telling me to fucking leave the country and go do something insane I've never done in my life before. And my soul is telling me I have to fucking do it because it's the snake year and I have to shed my skin and I have to go do something different and change my life. Like, but meanwhile, if I'm listening to fucking Gary, Gary's telling me to sit on my ass and do nothing at home and be scared because some bad thing's gonna happen to me or something in the snake year. It's like, okay, let's say I go somewhere and something bad happens to me for like 2 weeks or something. Like I said, in 2 years, I'm gonna be so happy I went and I had those 2 bad weeks of my life or whatever, because I'm gonna be exactly where I wanna be in life because I made that choice and I took that risk. If you don't take fucking risks in life, even if they sound scary or whatever, they don't like it doesn't feel like anything's gonna go right. Like if you don't take any risk, you're literally just gonna be stuck in the same place you are right now, doing the same thing you've been doing the last 5 years, where nothing has changed. Even though you keep thinking you're gonna change, you keep doing the same things over and over again. You're still living in the same city, you still haven't gone to a new vacation spot or anything, you're still doing the same thing over and over again. Like no more of that bullshit. This is the time to fucking change. And if you need to, take some time and eat some mushies this year at some point and like really think about and like change something, if that's a catalyst you need to like really change your mind and like switch gears in your mind in a certain way, then like use them as a medicine. Like that's what they're there for too, is to like bring us into a new perspective and like show us new things. Like I need to even like take some because like I haven't done it in a while, but like now I'm like so like, so connected. I feel so like I just know what the fuck's going on somehow. And yeah, so that's like one way if you guys are struggling to change, like just take like I wouldn't say like a crazy dose, but take like a decent dose where like it'll fuck you up a little bit and like shake things up and wake you up and hopefully that'll rattle things up enough. But I know there's a lot of people out there that don't need a big fucking scary micro or mushroom dose, but the point is you need to change. You need to start thinking about change and just one day at a time. That's all it is. Just one little bit different every day, and Yeah, it'll add up to a lot. The snake year isn't even here yet. If you start at the beginning, at the end of the year, you will be a brand new person, and it'll be an exciting journey overall. But I think I've said basically most of what I wanted to say. So floor is open to anybody who has anything else they'd like to add.
Yeah, I just wanted to add a little bit to. Do you care if I give out your personal months?
No, I don't. I don't.
So
I
right
don't care
now,
about.
it looks like you're in an 8 personal month for January. So 9 will be February and 1 will be March. So
And oh my god, bro, like that's actually insane that you say that because
so the
yeah,
timing works out with
my
what you're
soul
talking
is
about.
yeah, my soul is like telling me like March is like, and with the eclipses in March too, like that's crazy. That's that my 1 month then. Wow.
What would be my personal month? September 13th, 1996.
All right, give me a second.
Yeah, we're just talking about some numerology stuff. If you guys want to learn about your birthday or whatever, you can just ask. We're not like experts on all the details and everything, but we know quite a bit about stuff. We can kind of give you like general just tips or whatever about your life or what you should be focusing on maybe.
Yeah, when did you get
But go
arrested,
ahead.
by the way?
December 14th, 2024.
Okay. That was like literally right before you went into a 4 personal year, by the way. It was like the month before.
Oh, wow.
But it would be a 5 for you right now. 5 personal
Okay.
month.
Oh, that makes sense then. So,
But let me make sure. Let me go back to 2024.
and then it comes back on the fifth month, a balance basically saying, because I just got information today that my blood test came in, and then it said that that I basically passed the blood test, and they don't need it, whatever they don't need from me no more, I guess.
Okay.
That'd be insane.
How do you calculate the personal months again, Dylan?
Yeah, I'm working on his 2024 just to look at it.
Yo, let me just say something. As you just mentioned blood there, everybody eat a banana. All right? Eat a
Okay.
banana. You need that potassium. I got blood work done, dude, and my potassium was like unbelievably low. And I ate a banana and I felt much better.
It's funny you bring up bananas because like for some reason last like month or so, I think it was Dylan actually who randomly on a call like said he eats 2 bananas a day or something. And then I was like, damn, maybe I should start eating 2 bananas a day. I feel like 1 banana is not enough now. So it's just funny you brought up bananas too, because I feel like I gotta eat more even.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to the potassium real quick because you got my interest now. Yeah, apparently, like the amount of potassium we need on a daily basis to meet like daily recommended values is nowhere close to what we get. You have to eat like 7 bananas. So what I do is I have like potassium chloride that I sprinkle on my food, and I basically line it out to where it meets the salt. Like I think there's a certain ratio for salt to potassium you need. I try to do like 2 to 1 basically, or somewhere around there.
Yeah, I just know that I've been having like weird heart palpitations, and the number one leading cause of that is low potassium. So, pretty interesting.
Are there any other foods that you know of that are good for potassium other than the obvious bananas?
Just like potatoes.
Pickles.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up because I just know potatoes and what do you call it? Fucking bananas.
That makes sense. Potato, potassium. Nice. Easy.
I know pickles are good for potassium as well.
Damn, pickles are so good.
Apparently, just like beef and steak has a little bit, just from Google. But
Oh, yeah, so since we're talking about food, this is like a super important thing this year that you can focus on too. Like, I don't know if any of you are eating like fast food or junk food, like chips and stuff still. Like, I haven't touched junk food. I eat I was eating like in the summer when I was working construction and stuff, but like at home, like junk food and chips and shit like that, if you're still eating crap like that, like just stop, man. That's not even real food. Like just there's better snacks you can get or think of and be more creative with like healthier snacks. You don't need to be snacking on some crap anymore. Like that's another thing we gotta be thinking about is like our diet overall because like 80% of the food in the store you walk around is all like fake. It's not even real food. So yeah, just kind of want to just point that out since we're talking about food a little bit here. It's definitely an important topic.
As I say, you know what diet I recommend, but we could save that. I don't know if you want to launch into that. I've talked about it enough.
Yeah, there's this guy on Twitter, Thor Torrens. He talks about a low vitamin A diet, basically, and how all these foods that we're eating has like this vitamin A in it, which is a toxin. I don't know. Dylan knows more about it than I do, but yeah, I don't know if you want to like maybe just kind of talk about it a little bit, like what's your diet, for example? Like kind of tell people what you eat.
Okay, I'll bring it up
Following
just in
this
case
this
someone out there
regimen.
needs to hear it. But essentially, just to shorten down what this is, I know vitamin A. You hear that and you think it's good for you. Like the word vitamin is really kind of subjective to me in that instance, but essentially what it breaks down to is retinol or retinoic acid, and this converts to alcohol in our bodies, and that's where it basically goes to the liver to be stored over a period of time. It's hard once you accumulate so much of it, it's hard to dump it, and you really have to stop consuming it to start dumping it. So when you look at people that have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, this is where this comes from. Like people are flabbergasted they have like fatty liver disease and they haven't had a sip of alcohol in their life. It's because vitamin A breaks down to that in the body. And it doesn't matter if it's from a plant source or otherwise, like through like different foods. It doesn't matter. It breaks down the same way in your body. It interferes with our detox pathways. So naturally we can't like detox from poisons or toxins in our body. So what I eat is I'll focus on like higher fiber foods, kind of like beans. I'll also do hamburger, white rice that's low in arsenic, like anything like steak, lamb, venison, just some like good meats like that. You can do chicken. I rarely do chicken though, like grilled chicken. Make sure it's from a good place and a good source. Sorghum's very good. It's a very good grain. And for like just a few like fruits, maybe like dates, bananas, apples. I keep it relatively simple. There's a lot more foods out there though, and I plan on covering a little bit more of that on Twitter at some point.
Yeah, nice. Basically, just you don't eat a bunch of random crap. You're just eating clean, simple foods. Like that's the whole basics of eating healthy is just eating like whole foods, right? Like you're eating an apple. You're not eating an apple made of like 10 ingredients. You're just eating an apple or a banana. Like that's what we should be eating is just the base of the food or whatever.
Yeah, it's more about eliminating what's bad for you than like eating what's good. More so, I think.
Right. Right. Specifically talking about the vitamin A stuff. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know if there's a short term benefit. Like, you can't really say there's a correlation to good eyesight with vitamin A because Grant Giroux has been on a low vitamin A diet for 10 years and his night blindness has improved by dumping vitamin A from his body. And that man has not had vitamin A in over 10 years or a substantial amount. It's impossible to avoid it. You can't live and avoid it because it's in everything technically. But yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like I feel like everybody's really different though, in the sense that like at least it's weird for me. Like I've been very blessed in a way to be like to still be good with the way that I fucked up my body because like I've been fucking smoking since I was 13 years old, drinking like a motherfucker since I was that age. I've been fucking, eating fast food every day. There was a point in my life where I was working, 15 hours a day and I was literally eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner at McDonald's every fucking day. And but it does take effect, bro. Like after that, I'm in my 30s now and I'm starting to feel the fucking effects of, me needing to start to take care of myself. Cause even though I have been blessed, like you can't abuse of the blessings and you do need to take care of it. But I do feel like everybody's so different because I feel like my sister has always taken care of herself and she has like a bunch of shit that fucks up, in her health. And I'm like, I'm perfect in my health, but and I've been fucking up my life badly.
Yeah, it's interesting because I've heard like weird stories that like kind of contradict things like you kind of just said, and it's something to do with like the energy or something. Like I don't know how people attract that kind of energy where they, because like if you have like some kind of problem in your body, like internally, like digestive problems or something, it's like some kind of energy blockage or something that's causing that. Like, and you clearly don't have that, but then your sister has some kind of like something's like clogged up or like there's some kind of blockage somewhere that's still causing problems, even if she's like, eating clean or whatever, taking care of herself. There's just like I'm not a Reiki healer or anything, but I feel like there's just like some kind of little blockage that the doctor's not gonna teach you about, like you need to go to like a wizard or something. There needs to be more freaking wizards, and it just needs to be like a normal thing. Just go see a wizard and just like says a few words and he magically makes you feel better. Like I don't know. But yeah, the food thing, that's also a common thing people say is that everybody's kind of different, like bodies kind of react differently, and we're all like the same, but we're not the same, and it is kind of like a tricky thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's so many different variety of foods, like Dylan said, there's so many foods with low vitamin A. We don't have to eat all the same thing every day. There's different varieties you can think of and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know. I personally I like just eating the same thing every single day. Keep it simple. Like I'm a pig and I like eating, but I also just like just eating and just getting it out of the way and just like being done with it. Like I don't want to spend too much time thinking about what to eat or whatever. So when you just kind of have like a plan already and you just know what you're gonna eat and you just make it and just done and saving time and everything is just way more efficient that way.
Yeah, for sure. Because I do remember somebody like telling me exactly that. It's like while somebody might benefit from like an all meat diet, another person might get sick from that. Somebody might benefit from an all plant diet, and somebody else might get sick from it. So like it all goes with your body, and I think that goes to back to like getting to know yourself, getting to know your body, and seeing what your body's asking for. It can't be like you can't just follow anything that anybody says because even though there might be a lot of of knowledge behind what's being said, it might not necessarily apply for you. So it's very important to actually like get to know yourself and understand your body and see what your body's asking for.
Yep, and that just comes from listening to your intuition, like listening to your soul, basically. Like you gotta like all of us need to master our own mind, master our own body. I was just listening to Joe Rogan podcast with MMA fighter Yuri Prohaska. I don't know if MMA fans would know who that is, but he's like a spiritual guy who like trains in the woods and like punches trees and shit. Like totally my vibe, right? But on the podcast, he was talking about that. Like he's like, it's all like life is just about like mastering your mind and mastering your body and understanding your body and knowing everything about it and knowing how it works. And like you have to become a master of yourself, basically. And even if you are different from somebody else, and if I'm telling you you should eat bananas, but every time you eat a banana, you have to take a like you get super gassy and you take a fat shit or something, like whatever the example is, like bananas just don't work for you, then fucking don't eat a banana. Like figure out something else that gives the same nutrients that a banana does. It's not like a banana is the only thing in the world that'll give you potassium or whatever, right? Like just use your brain a little bit. If like you eat something that somebody tells you, maybe you don't even like it. Like, don't force yourself to eat stuff you don't like either. Like, what's the point of doing that? Like, so yeah, at the end of the day, you just gotta listen to yourself and just trust your gut and intuition. And it's like the universe is always trying to help you. It's your friend. Like, it's always trying to tell you what's best for you. But human beings are fucking self-sabotaging creatures for some reason. Our like autopilot mode is to self-sabotage for some reason. And we always just do everything to destroy ourselves for whatever reason. It's probably because of like the programming that we've had since childbirth, like, and now we have like social media and like in the internet, and there's just like crazy shit going on in our minds or whatever. But yeah, I'm just like rambling like crazy, but yeah, crazy cool space. Love all of you that are still here. Appreciate every single one of you that are speaking up here and sharing your thoughts and your vibe. You guys are all awesome. And yeah, just much love to you guys. Appreciate you guys for being here and listen to me you know, listening to me over the last 3 years, not just today. I appreciate you guys.
No, bro, you have no idea how much I appreciate it. It was actually like right in clutch because I was literally on my way. I was buying weed, and as soon as I was thinking about leaving it, like I want to quit it. I've tried a lot of times, and after hearing you, I was like, bro, New Year, you can't. You're gonna repeat what? All right, this is my last one. I ain't buying anymore. Right.
Yeah, I have like just a couple more bong rips left. Basically, I have like a little bit left in my grinder. We're gonna finish it up tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna wake up done,
Oh shit. Okay.
clean,
Tomorrow's the New Year's.
clean,
Let's smoke
clean.
these two blunts today.
Well,
Clean.
tomorrow's the last day of the dragon year. The what day is it today? Monday, Tuesday. So Wednesday is the actual New
Okay,
Year.
okay, yeah, because I was.
Just officially. So like I'm out of weed, so like I'm done today. You know, I'm not gonna go buy weed just for tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so it just lined up perfectly for me, kind of like this. So, but yeah,
Oh, that's perfect.
definitely encourage everybody else who's listening to quit too. You got me and Calvin here. we're we're both doing it. So
No,
yeah,
and every time that I'm able to go over a month without smoking, bro, because that's crazy amount for me. Like going over a month it's been almost, yeah, I've almost never done it, but every time I do get to that point, is the points of my life where my mind is the clearest, where I'm fucking just sharp on point, bro. And it's hard because it's like you know it, but you still go back to smoking. And hopefully, bro, hey, what we spoke about, if this is the last year of change, then we gotta fucking make that change.
yeah, like I don't think I always say I'm not gonna be done smoking weed for like the rest of my life forever for good like thing, but I always know when to take breaks, and like I always know when I start smoking too much where it's just like not helping me at all. So like this is just perfect timing with the new year and everything. I'm like, I've been smoking for too long. I wanted to quit like a couple months ago already, but then the winter came and I'm not doing anything, and you kind of just just start smoking and whatever. And then, yeah, so no more fucking excuses. Drawing the
No,
line.
exactly,
The
but I think it goes
snake's
it
coming.
goes back to what we kind of spoke about because I don't think weed is bad for everybody. But it just gets to a point where you got to know yourself. Because like me, the problem with me is that if I can't be like, oh, I'm going to smoke only at night, right? As soon as I start smoking, it will last maybe 2 3 days that I'm only smoking at night, and then before I know it, I'm smoking all day again. And even though I'm functional, I realize that yes, I am functional because I'm usually more active than most people, but I'm probably working at my 50%. So when I fucking release that 100%, it's fucking game changing because I'm getting the rest of my energy back, and it's from smoking all day. There's people that are able to manage it. There's people that are able to say, "Hey, I'll smoke once a week, or I'll smoke on special occasions." I know that if I start smoking, it doesn't stop.
I'm the same way, bro. Literally, I'll go on a 6 month break, and then I'll hang out with one person and I'll take one hit. And then the next day I'll be going to the weed store and buying weed for myself. And then I'll be smoking for like 3 4 months straight after that again. It's like as soon as I get that one hit, I'm like, oh yeah, we're so back, yeah, I'm cool. I can smoke again now. Like I took a break. Like,
Literally, bro.
but but then But then in that moment when I'm not smoking, like you said, it's not even like a month for me. It's like 2 weeks or whatever. I'm already feeling like fucking God mode. Like I'm like Bradley Cooper in Limitless. Like everything's like clicking in my brain, like really smooth and everything, and like I can see everything clearly. And then fuck, I just remembered today, right now, even like I haven't even had a dream in so long, and I'm gonna be start dreaming again. Like fuck yeah, I'm excited to stop smoking. Let's go.
Bro, just look how crazy it is that it's not like something that, oh, it's weird. Like, it's not one person that stops dreaming, bro. Every time I start smoking, that's probably the happiest thing for me is dreaming. Because I haven't fucking dreamt in so many years that every time I have an opportunity to dream, it's just like fucking happy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I forget this even a thing. Like, fuck.
And it's even crazier for me because it's coming from me being a person when I was little that before I started smoking, that bro, I would fucking sleep 12 hours a day. I would lucid dream every single day. It was fucking like dreaming was the best thing for me. So I didn't realize if I stopped smoking again. That's like, bro, I can't believe I lost this. This used to be so much fun. But
Yep.
yeah,
So there you go, man. We're programming it into our mind. It's fun to not smoke weed. Fuck weed, man. We don't need weed. We got dreams coming. Let's go. We're gonna go hang out and smoke weed in our dreams instead, man. Let's go.
yes,
And do
sir. Plus we got
mushrooms.
Plus we got mushies, and mushies are fucking awesome.
Yeah, mushies. I mean,
mushies,
you can't do mushies every day, all day, every day. So that's like, you can't really get addicted to them, thankfully.
exactly. And then you just microdose a little bit, and it's like doubles. That's like the super pill, bro. If you're already concentrated without weed, once you microdose, it's like you're a superhuman.
Yep. 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 But yeah, welcome to a bunch of new faces kind of been popping in here. We're just kind of hanging out, chatting. I kind of had a spiel earlier about the snake year coming on. Basically the whole point of this space is to yell at you guys to make sure you change this year. This is the year you have to fucking change. If you don't change, you're never gonna change for the rest of your life. And you're gonna be stuck in the same shitty loop and cycle that you're in right now. And that's what the snake year is about. The snake eats its own tail, and if you don't shed your skin, you're gonna be eating your own tail. And that's the message right now. But what up, JT? How are you doing?
What is up? How are my favorite fun guys?
Yo,
We chilling. How are you?
Man, I'm good, dude. Yeah, I seen you guys did that another micro dose in the Discord, so that was cool. Giving out that tap, we always appreciate that. Congratulations to whoever won or wins. I didn't check, but yeah, man. Good to see you guys. Everything seems to be going pretty well. I know the crypto markets are red and everybody's terrified, but I don't fear in the red. I fear in the green.
Yeah, good point. Exactly. I don't even know why the market's dumped, and then all of a sudden people are talking about like this China stuff going on or something.
Yeah,
And
the
then
DeepSeek, you didn't see it? The AI upgrade?
yeah, like I heard kind of. I didn't look into it at all or anything, but I know some kind of AI thing with China is involved or whatever. It just seems like some orchestrated bullshit dump before they pump it for the next month. And
I mean,
I don't know,
it
like you
is
said,
it is their cooking over there, dude. I mean, and when we say they, I mean the degens in general, we all flock to new tokens, but I mean $2 trillion is a lot of money. This isn't a Trump coin that ran, you know what I mean? The $2 trillion is a significant amount of money. But I mean, basically, what they're doing is like large language models are all the same. It's based on data. So what I gather they're trying to do is reduce how large the language model is by utilizing other AI. So, but it's the same principality. It's the same point. At basics, you're limited by the amount of data to what you can learn from that AI protocol. So they are doing stuff that's cool, but it's really right back to the fundamentals of AI.
So from what I'm understanding, it just seems like it's not like some game changing, game breaking like thing or anything, right? Like it just seems like an orchestrated dump at the end of the day. is what I'm understanding from this.
I think it was another hype moment, and I think all these people that have flocked from many different. I mean, these people came from all over the globe and all different markets, traditional finance, all over the place, and flocked to it. But yeah, as the price goes up, you know what happens during green bars? People see them, they take profits. It's gonna roll back into other stuff. I don't fear when I see red. I love red. That's the time to go and collect all the discounts. I see sales, I like to buy them. I don't see sales and be like, ew, that's too little of money. So it's like, why would I act differently in crypto, or in traditional finance? If I have convictions, I believe in them. I'm doing the same thing. If not, I'm doubling down. I'm not panic selling. I might start panic selling when I see some green bars, but other than that, no, I'm chill.
Yeah, we're all going to be panic selling in a month, but for sure when that eclipse energy is going to be coming around the corner too. So yeah, hopefully there'll be green bars by then. We'll see. But a lot can happen in a month. We know that. They can pump Bitcoin to fucking 150K this month if they wanted to. So, but yeah, it's kind of interesting with the market. The eclipse is coming up in or March, sorry, and that's like a month and a half away or so. So like, I mean, we're at good, like a highs in the market. Like Bitcoin's at all-time high, obviously, but it still feels like we're gonna get one more little push up, like one more big wave up, and then yeah, like you said, just panic selling into that last wave up, and chill after that and reset and kind of wait for a little reset in the market, and yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. But
You guys are
yeah, I don't know if anybody else. Oh, go ahead.
you guys are stellar, right? Anybody catch the alignment of the planets 2 nights ago? Last time
I saw somebody tweet about it. I didn't see it though.
I missed it too. Last time in 20 years. Whatever. Hopefully I'm still around. Check out the next one.
Yeah. Have you ever seen like an actual eclipse happening?
Oh yeah, I'm aged. I'm like a fine wine.
I only saw my first one like a couple of years ago. It was like in the middle of the night, like 2 or 3 in the morning, and my roommate randomly like ran into my. I was up on my computer still for some reason. Like ran into my room and he's just like opened the door. It was like 2 in the morning. He thought he was gonna just wake me up and be like, "Come look at the eclipse." We went outside. I was actually pretty dope, but yeah, I'll always remember that. I'm not like one of those guys who getting those eclipse glasses and like going to the spots to go look at the big eclipses or like the tourists do or whatever. But I don't
The
know.
lunar eclipse is cool because you get the shadows. That's what it's such a trip because like I'm into physics a lot and I really like understanding how physics work and shit. And you get these shadows when the moon comes over because it's breaking up the direction of the light that you're getting from the sun. So, like, if you have a leaf, it's going to be a bunch of leaves. If you've ever seen one, it's crazy as fuck. You see a bunch of shadows instead of just one. And I always thought that was kind of cool.
And also, yeah, because we just had a major one a couple months ago or whatever in Ontario here, and like it went black for a couple minutes, but then yeah, like you're saying, like the sun and the rays and stuff, it was kind of cool. You could see it, the moon blacked out, but then it was still light out, so it took like a couple minutes for the rays to stop getting to the earth. So it was pretty neat.
Yeah, it sounds pretty trippy. It'd be cool to experience.
Yo, if I could get Elon to fix one thing, well, I guess it'd be the space is dropping. But can I stop getting to like what you're hearing follow host when I'm already following the host? I'm so sick. I'm gonna push it. There. Now I'm following you again. I'm 2x following you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. But yeah, anybody in the crowd, if you guys have anything to share or say, don't be shy. We're just hanging out here, chill vibe. Probably start wrapping it up kind of soon. It's been almost an hour here, so if you got something to say, this is your call to come up and speak. Otherwise, we'll just kind of keep chilling, talking here. Oh, Fred's up. Did we talk to Fred? What up, Fred? What the heck?
No, you did not. But I was enjoying the conversation so much, I didn't feel like I had anything to add, basically. I wanted to speak when you were talking about dreams and how nice it is to dream, because I have the same experience from having smoked. When I lived in Spain, I used to smoke a lot, and I relate so much to what you were saying there that I cannot just keep it to nights. It doesn't work that way. Um, and so I had an epiphany like 1.5 years ago. I was standing in the shower and I was thinking like, when did my life started to go sideways and kind of get worse, and when did I lose a bit of my steam and like that little fire in me, and I realized it's the moment I started smoking weed on a regular. I'd maybe tried like 10, 20 times or something like that before I started smoking it a lot, and basically every day. My dreams were gone. I mean, my literal dreams. Um, and This epiphany was like I'd never smoked since then. This summer I smoked once with my sister's boyfriend when we were out in Greece, and it wasn't that nice, to be honest. It's been so long, but I just felt like I haven't missed this. So maybe it has to take a year, take a break for a year, and then you're like, it's cool. We had some laughs, all the jiggly stuff and stuff like that, but uh, it's not that I I don't want to use it anymore. I don't get that feeling like, oh, now that I got this hit, I'm just gonna go and keep on going. So I don't know. It's different for everybody, but the dreams are back. Taking extra magnesium and zinc just for workouts and whatnot before bed also makes your dreams go bananas. I've had so many times where I wake up and I'm like, wait, did this happen in real life or was this a dream? No, it was probably a dream. And other times where the dreams are just so good, it's like a trip. It's a movie. I call it movies. And I tell my girlfriend when I wake up, I'm like, I just had a movie and it was amazing. It was such a ride. And I know that when I smoke, I don't get these ones. And it takes some time before you even get them back, right? But taking that extra supplement of zinc and magnesium is the tip of the iceberg, just to make your dreams go crazy.
Oh man, you just fucking motivated me even more, bro. That sounds fucking like everything. I want that, bro. That sounds fucking amazing, bro. And congrats for you've been doing it for a while, man. Congrats.
Thank you, man. I must say it's kind of involuntarily also, because at the time, like 1.5 years ago, I was struggling hard financially. And, Sweden, it's not really easy to get a hold of it. And if you are to, it's always shady. So it was kind of, involuntarily. But now that I've, don't even think about it anymore, um, it has obviously it's easier, but it's definitely not impossible, Calvin. You just heard what I said, and you can probably relate, just as I relate to you guys. And I wish you all the best. Wookie, I heard you're taking your last hit now or tomorrow, and or maybe you were done already. I wish you the best of luck, man. I like I said, I haven't looked back. I don't miss the times really, because I remember that you get lethargic. You don't do as much as you would like. You think you do. I mean, you think you do, but you really don't. This is what the epiphany in the shower 1.5 years ago, where I just like, man, my life is good, but it just went sideways when I started smoking weed on a regular.
Yeah, I think the whole smoking weed and you getting no dreams is like it's more than you not getting dreams when you're sleeping. It's like it kills your dreams of life, like you said yourself too. It's like it like kills your motivation and like your dream. Like I have a dream to be an NFL quarterback. Well, if you're smoking weed, it's gonna kill that dream completely, and you're gonna like lose all of your motivation to kind of work towards that, and like really like visualize it and like make it happen. You have to be like clear minded to be able to visualize things, to, like manifest them into your life. And if you're like cloudy and smoking weed all the time, it's like the thing with weed for me is like I can take breaks easily. Like I can smoke. I've smoked for like whatever 4 or 5 months in a row, like straight maybe now or something like that, almost every day. I can take a like I can stop tomorrow, and the one day might be like annoying, like I'll want to smoke tomorrow, but then the next day, like I'll be totally fine. Like I don't get withdrawal or anything from it, like at all. Um, oh, shit, what was I gonna say about this point? Oh fuck, I had a point to make with this. Now I forgot, but
Basically, I mean, you were talking about dreams, right? And I could interrupt you until you find out what it was, bro. But um, the
Did you smoke
the
before
best
that, Steve?
dreams, the best dreams, man, is when I'm a Liverpool player playing at Anfield, and you know when you dream, you cannot really run. But somehow I turned out on the pitch as a Liverpool player, like a proper athlete, you know. But I can fucking run and I can barely hit the ball, but the crowd is cheering and stuff like that. It has happened plenty of times. It's like,
bro,
yeah,
I've had the same dreams, but I'm playing for Dortmund, man. Like it's so dope. Or like I used to play volleyball as a kid, and like volleyball was like my favorite sport. Like it's like the energy in volleyball is insane. Like whatever you guys might think volleyball is gay or something, like it's not. It's if you ever played volleyball like competitively, it's like literally the most energetic, like fucking high intensity thing ever. Like every point is like insane energy. But like I would be getting these dreams of like me being like fucking in with a huge crowd, like playing volleyball or soccer or something. It's just like you said, it's just a movie. I miss that shit. So like, yeah, like I'm excited to get that back for sure. And yeah, today gonna enjoy the night. You know, take a couple bong hits here, smoke the rest of my shit, and then we're done. And I'm okay with it. Like I'm ready for the next thing, you know. Like I've smoked for a while here. I know I don't need it right now for the next chapter of my life, and we'll just go with the flow. And then next time I smoke, I'll end up smoking again. Like the thing is, every time I do smoke, oh yeah, this is the point I was gonna make. Every time I do come back to it, I feel like the universe wants me to be doing it because I start seeing things differently, and I start like analyzing things in a certain way that I wouldn't have done if I wasn't smoking. But like it's weird to explain because I know it's not like the best for me, but the universe like puts me through waves of my life where I'm supposed to live seeing things sober, but then another wave of my life where I start seeing things through a perspective of being high more often than not. And like I'm smart enough to realize when I smoke too much and it starts getting too invasive in my life and like destructive, I guess, to take a break and cut it out. But a lot of people don't realize that, and they just keep going and going and going for fucking 5 years. Like I've never smoked for 1 year, like a whole year straight, I don't think. Like I'm pretty sure my whole like smoking career or whatever you want to sounds so stupid saying it like that, but I'm pretty sure I've like never gone a whole year of smoking like nonstop every day or whatever. Like I've always like it's always been like 5 or 6 months and then a little break and then I smoke again and then a break. So like this is nothing new to me. Like this is a part of my cycle or whatever. But it's just weird how like even though we know it's like bad for us and we want those dreams and everything, when we start smoking again, it's like it's still like a medicine, right? It's like mushrooms. It's still a plant and there's still like benefits to it, but it's easy to get addictive and to abuse it basically. And like everything in moderation is always a thing I always come back to. It's like except with alcohol maybe. I don't want to drink alcohol even in moderation, but like there's a lot of most things in life if you like enjoy some things in moderation, like you're going to be fine. If you go drink once a week or once a month or whatever for like a birthday celebration or something, you're not getting shit faced, like nothing's going to happen to you. Like you're fine, right? Like who cares? But the only problem is when you're like getting blackout drunk every weekend and or drinking every beer every single day and stuff like that. Like I don't even know why I'm talking about alcohol anymore, but yeah,
But
I'm just rambling. Go
but
ahead.
the point you're making actually makes a lot of sense because it's just like you said, mushrooms as well. It kind of open up your mind and how you see things, and if you have, even when the way you take in information, right? You do it differently when you're high on weed, and you can make something good out of that information. But if you keep on just going down that rabbit hole, it just gets deeper and darker. So if you're not working on yourself, like in waves, right? Just like you said, then you don't really get the most out of it if you want. I understand that, if I were to smoke now, I would have fucking wild thoughts, bro. I've been 1.5 years sober, basically, from it. So probably a lot of a friend of mine once said, well, he actually was the guy who even got me interested into trying mushrooms because I was always so afraid of him. And he said that you can imagine like a hill, where people have skied, right? And it has created sort of roots, and those roots down the hill are your thought patterns. But when you eat mushrooms, it starts to snow, and you can make new patterns. And that's basically right what can be would be done with weed too, but maybe in a lighter sense, and maybe a bit different sense, obviously. But it's more or less the same benefit you can get out of it. But you need to make those new thought patterns settle, and probably for the better, and hopefully for the better, other than making it
That's a great analogy, and it kind of reminded me of something I heard. I was listening to some random like podcast of like 1920s or something, like some radio broadcast or something. It was like super old, and this guy said one thing that like is gonna stick with me forever, basically, and it's about like smoking and like addiction to smoking. And basically, the only thing that's addictive to smokers is one, it's just like putting something in your mouth type thing, like the oral fixation of it. But then two, the problem with the smokers is after you're done smoking, you're already thinking about when you're gonna smoke next, basically. Like psychologically deep down, you're already like thinking about when your next hit is gonna be, or like when your next joint or bong hit or whatever, like once you start smoking weed kind of frequently, your tolerance starts building too, and then you need more and more to keep getting the same high or whatever, and then you're smoking more and more, but not even getting high anymore. And that's kind of the point where I start reaching where I'm just like, okay, like I've hit the wall. I need to reset, go back to the bottom again, and then like have my dreams, and then I can come back and hit the wall again, and then I'll go back down again and reset again and whatnot. Like, yeah, it's an interesting topic, and it's definitely nice to hear all of us kind of experiencing like similar patterns with it and everything. Like, we're all in this together. We're not alone. Like we can help each other kind of work through it all and everything. Like, I know it might be easy for me to quit smoking weed, but somebody else it might be impossible, like everybody's a little bit different, and I'm just trying to push the motivation out there. Like, I'm quitting too. Like, I'm putting it out there. Like, I'm ready to fucking make big changes here. This year is really important for everybody, and you should take it fucking very seriously. Yeah.
I always say that, man. If you don't like something, change something. You can't control other people. You can only control yourself. So if you don't like something, change it.
Facts. Facts, facts, facts. You only have one person to blame, and that is yourself for everything. You are right here in this moment right now because of all the choices you made in your past.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yo,
Lemon.
what kind of snake is this? A boa constrictor or like an anaconda? A king cobra?
I think
Trouser snake.
I think I think officially it's a wood snake ear. I don't really wood snake like I don't know too much about the elemental things. It's just like earth, wind, fire, and air, basically. I think, or metal. No, there's like metal snake or something too. But it's a wood snake or whatever that means. I don't know. You can do some research, and that's your homework for today. Actually, everybody needs to go and research what wood snake means and write a 50-word paper essay on it. And you'll get a mushie for it if you do it. And yeah, DM me that and you'll get a mushie. Yep.
Yo, you
done.
can't use Chat GPT though. We'll know. We'll know. I'll just.
I mean, didn't I guess?
Yeah,
Didn't I guess it though? I thought that's the same thing. Wood snake.
yeah, you said it. I heard you say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I said.
We got you. Don't
I
worry.
said trouser snake. I thought that's the same thing.
Close enough.
What about solid snake, sir?
Nice. I actually haven't played those games, and I was thinking about Solid Snake because of the Year of the Snake, and I might have to get an emulator or something and play those this year. Metal Gear Solid, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't know. Probably a good time to kind of wrap it up here. I'll do the usual. Let everybody kind of say their spiel at the end here. Thank you again for everybody coming up and just not being shy and just sharing your thoughts and your wisdom with us. Always appreciate, and always appreciate all the listeners down there too. Even if you're not sharing your thoughts, we still appreciate your vibe with us here as well. And yeah, so without further ado, I don't know. Let's start with Dylan then. What you got for us, Dylan?
Well, I wasn't really expecting to be talking this early, but I guess I'd say that I'm going to say focus on your health this year, make it a priority, and then everything else will fall in place. And I'll let other people speak on everything else. But nice conversation tonight. Nice being here. Always appreciate them. And much love, as you would say.
Yeah, much love, bro. Always appreciate when you hop on here with me, so I'm not alone in the numerology sector of our conversations when that happens. It's always nice to have your guidance with that as well. But yeah, appreciate you, man. Much love to you as well. But yeah, how about you, JT? What you got for us tonight?
Oh man, dude! Shout out. Definitely glad to have a place to come and chill and just talk about some stuff. Shout out to all the. I see a ton of frogs out there. Frogs fuck. Yeah, shout out to the Mushie community and everybody that showed up to come and listen to you guys talk about all this stuff. I know she's not here anymore, but shout out to Annie for coming to support me. That's my girlfriend Pachi. I love her. She's great. But yeah, definitely cool conversation, and I'll definitely look out for you guys holding spaces. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the Discord. Yeah. Oh, I'm apologies over there in case you don't know. I always forget that I'm JT over here. So
Yeah, I see in your bio it says your apology, so I figured it was you. At least you have that in your bio.
yeah, but I mean, most people it's only in my X bio, not in my Discord bio. So like, if I met you there first, a lot of people don't notice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, appreciate you for coming on here. So again, like last time, it's nice to put a voice to a face. Appreciate you for sure. We'll be here every Monday hanging out. If anybody anytime wants to come up and you can just like if somebody could come up here and just like ask for life advice or something, and like we can all just have a conversation and help people work through life advice. Like it's like anything could happen on these spaces. Like I don't really come in like today I had a plan. Like my soul needed to say something, but like literally every single other week I just like show up and we just have a chat and we just hang out, and that's the vibe. And I know you guys love the vibe. I love the vibe. And yeah, we're just chilling. So next we got Fred. What you got, Fred?
Yeah, well, mostly just thank you for the conversation. I mean, I entered kind of late, and it's always like this on Mushie Moonday is that you just come in, and there's always something very interesting to listen to. either you have some numerology stuff, or we're just talking, like I came in today, you were talking about weed and stuff, and how it has affected, people's lives, and, our different experiences with it, and what we can do and not do with it, and stuff like that. So, man, I always appreciate the conversations here, and I was glad I could share my story as well, and hopefully gave you and Calvin some motivation to quit. And I wish you all the best of dreams from now on as well, and proper movies during nighttime, because, like I said, zinc and magnesium supplements also make you dream like things are very real, and like I said, I've had so many movies, and I wish today was one of those movies where I'm a Liverpool player again, because it was probably a few months back now, and I fucking love those dreams, man. I wake up with a smile on my face, like I don't even care that the real life is here and now. I had such a blast during the dream, so I don't mind. So that will be my last statement.
Much love, Fred. Appreciate you coming up here. I almost like missed you come up or whatever. Must have been in the middle of a train of thought when I welcomed you up on the
Yeah, I
space, and
know,
then I
and
was like,
like
"Oh
I
shit,
said,
Fred's here. What up?"
yeah, and like I said, I asked to speak just because you were talking about dreams and that you missed dreaming, and that's when I asked to come up. But then the conversation just went on. It was so good between you and Calvin and whoever else it was, and I was just enjoying the space. So no worries. If you wouldn't have seen me, I would have just been totally fine listening, bro. So always appreciate it.
Much love, bro. Much love. I was gonna ask quickly, just off the dream thing again. A thought came to my mind. Have you ever been able to like control your dreams? I think I've heard before, if you go to sleep like thinking of something, that you might be able to like influence your dream by thinking of that thing. Have you ever tried that?
Yeah, I started reading up on it, and it's a practice. You have to practice it, and you have to take notes. So every time you wake up, you start making notes. I don't have the full like way on how to do it, but there's definitely ways on. It's called lucid dreaming. But I do have. I mean, I have had times where I'm aware in my dream that I'm in a dream, and
Dude, I'll give you the hack, bro. Here's how you do it, dude.
okay, let's
And
go.
I don't know if you ever, ask yourself in a dream, but if you ever ask yourself at any moment in your life whether or not you're dreaming, you are.
Interesting.
There we go. Yeah.
Great. So
Don't confuse it
anytime you
with
ask it,
don't confuse it with wishing it's a dream. You know whether you know it's real, even if you want it to be a dream.
And on top of
yeah,
that, like
yeah.
I said, oh, sorry, Wookie, but you can practice
No,
it also.
no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
There are ways to do it, like proper practices that you should do before, after, and stuff like that, to start picking up on clues. I think it was something that you try to do something in the dream that will make your consciousness come to life, or your self-awareness, or something like that. It's like tricks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I've like listened to a podcast about it before. So some of the stuff you're talking about is ringing a few bells for me. So never know, maybe this snake year is a good year to learn how to lucid dream, get some of that spiritual astral projection energy going out there or whatever. Maybe that'll be something I'll try to learn this year. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, I appreciate you, Fred. Always appreciate you coming up here and sharing your vibes. I love you and the frogs. And yeah. Okay, now we got Lemon. What up, buddy? What you got for us?
Not much. What I would end with: everybody eat a banana, keep the potassium levels up, stop the heart palpitations. Yeah, another week's gone by. Mushy Moonday. I have this weird urge to watch Lord of the Rings, so I think I'm gonna go and stream it in the Discord. So I'll go do that. Yeah, that's about it. Much love to all the frogs and mushies down there. New faces, old faces. Yeah, another week.
Nice to hear you, Lemon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We're still
Hope you're
alive.
doing well, brother.
Yeah. I got home
Nice.
from the hospital
Love
the
to
other
hear it.
day, so we're back. We're back on the grind. We're back.
Amazing, brother. And shout out to Tonko
For
down
cold
there.
and flu-
He's not the recent anymore. Is it 3 months ago you got a frog? Showing up all over, and I don't know if he has a mushie too. If you don't, Tonko, I would love to send you a mushie. So DM me if you don't have a mushie. You need to get in there.
No, don't DM. Don't DM Fred. DM me. I have like 200 mushies. I'll send you one of mine. Don't worry, Fred.
Right.
I got you.
No,
I got
don't
you.
DM them. DM me. I have 30. Never mind. DM them.
No. I want to. I've always given away mushies to everybody. It's just the thing. I like. It's just the thing. Don't worry, Fred. You keep your mushies. I can give mine away. Don't worry. I appreciate you. I'll send you a mushie for being so nice and wanting to give one away. That's the mushy vibe right there. So yeah, DM
Appreciate
me.
it, bro.
DM me your phantom wallet, Tonko, and we'll get you a mushy. Appreciate you for being here. You're here for a reason. You're definitely here for a reason. So you're getting a mushy. But yeah, on that note, I kind of just wanted to wrap up with, I guess we are an NFT project, so we do have some NFT stuff kind of going on still. We dropped a new art sneak peek. I forgot to use the board on the top here and pin it up there. I pinned the Thor Torrens guy, the vitamin A diet guy, when we were talking about that way back at the kind of near the beginning or whatever. So if you want to follow him and kind of learn more about that diet, he's there. But yeah, so we dropped some new sneak peeks. Just look out for more of those kind of coming out. Merch was shipped to me. I don't know when it's going to get to me, so we can finally see the sample of what we're dealing with, and then we can move forward with that. And yeah, movie on Wednesday. Maybe we'll just do Lord of the Rings if Lemon's itching for some Lord of the Rings. But yeah, movies on Wednesday. Sunday, today I counted up all the rumbles for season 4. So we have those counted. All the stats are all done. We have a new MVP, which is not announced yet, but we'll do our little graphics and make a tweet about that soon. And then on Sunday, we will be starting season 5, which is fucking perfect because 5 is the number of
New beginning.
somebody.
I don't know.
Change, close enough. Yeah.
What was it? I didn't hear.
Yeah. I was saying, oh yeah, Sunday, because we just finished season 4 of Rumbles. Now we're gonna start season 5 of Rumbles. And it's perfect timing because it's gonna be the first Rumbles of the stake year. And 5 is the number of change. And this whole fucking space is about the snake year being the year that you change your life. And Mushie's minted on the 5th day of the year as well. And we're all about change. Mushie's change your life. And this is the year to fucking change your life. Like my soul had to fucking tell you, everybody who's listening, that this is the year to like take it seriously. And if you want change to happen in your life, this is the year that you act on it. If you don't act on it, everything's going to stay the same basically. That's just like a general statement. It won't be the same for everybody or whatever, but that's just what my soul is sharing. And I'll keep reminding all year probably. But yeah, the energy is changing. Ride the energy change, or you'll pay the price years down the line and you'll regret it probably. But yeah, 2025, 9-year, ending year. Mark is going to top. Your life is going to change. Let's fucking become infinite. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Until next week, catch you on the Discord. Much love.